Right, so before you put your two pinch pots together, you just need to make sure that they're not super wet. So this is approaching leather hard, and you also need to make sure that the tops fit together. Okay, and the top is pretty flat and wide enough to score and slip on. If one's bigger than the other, then just pinch a little bit more till the smaller one gets bigger. I'm gonna take. I like to score and slip at the same time, so I just dip this right in the slip. And I just score and slip all at the same time because it's faster, and why not? A lot of slip. Okay, and I'm going to score and slip this side at the same time. A lot of slip. If you need to add more slip, just dab it on. There we go. Okay. Got some slip inside there. Let me get that out. Okay, now we're just going to mash it together. When you put them together, give it just a little firm push, and there should be so much slip on there that it's kind of squishing out. If it doesn't, then you probably didn't put enough on. And then I just take my finger and just kind of seal that all the way around with my slip. That just really gets it in the grooves and also helps clean it off. Okay, now that doesn't look good, right? Obviously. So, next, okay, what I do first with my wooden craft stick is I take the piece that appears to be a little bit larger. See how this piece is just a little bit larger? And I'm going to try to smooth it into the smaller one. So, first try to marry the two together. That will help seal that gap. And then if there's still a gap, you can roll a coil. Like if I did this and there's still a gap, you could roll a small coil and put it here and then blend it in. So we'll see if I need to do that. But I feel like this is actually working pretty well. So it's wet enough that I can still do this. So like I said, I put them together when this was approaching leather hard, but not really leather hard. Like it's not too dry to be able to do this, but it's not super wet either. All right, that's good. Now I'm going to do a little bit more smoothing. So take your kidney and just kind of bend it a little bit and give it sort of a diagonal scrape. So I'm scraping it diagonally. I think that sort of motion works a little better. Oops, I got a divot in there. I don't know where that was from. I'll try to fix that though. Boop. All right, let's just fill it. Let's just fill it. I'm not pushing too hard because I don't want the egg to pop, because right now this is trapped air. I could not fire this, by the way, because this is trapped air. If I tried to fire this, or if I tried to completely dry it like this, it might pop open and explode. Because as we know, or hopefully as we know by now, or maybe I haven't told you this, clay shrinks as it dries. You guys know that, right? You've noticed that? Now, air does not shrink as it dries, okay? Like, so let's say it's got 3 cubic inches of air in here. This will hold 3 cubic inches of air, but this is going to get smaller, and then there will be a point in time where it's like, I can't hold 3 cubic inches of air anymore, and the air will just want to kind of pop out the side, so it'll probably crack here, but you're going to be cutting open your egg anyway, so as long as you cut it open before it completely dries, you should be good. The air that's in here is kind of pushing back on the walls right now, so if I gently roll it, it gives it just enough air pressure to, I don't know how to describe it, but I don't know, it keeps it inflated while I'm doing this to it. Once you put a hole in it, it might sink and cave in, and so I don't want that to happen right now, which is why I haven't put a hole in it yet, but I will, or I'll cut it open eventually. But the air pressure is helping me to be able to do this without it collapsing. And so you can see I'm just kind of like rolling it around, and that gets it to be a nice shape. I'm not pushing very hard at all on the table when I'm doing this, because if I did, it would pop open. Bowl that has a nice form to it, you can also kind of shape it in the bowl, and it will take on like the form of the bowl. That kind of helps round the sides out. So yeah, if you've got something that has a nice form to it, you can use it as a mold. And then if I wanted this to be more egg-shaped, I could kind of just roll it into almost a point. And I can also kind of beat it like this into an egg shape, as long as I'm not pushing too hard. Because like I said, it will pop open if you push too hard. There. Now it's getting more egg-shaped, I think. Yeah. If you want it to stand like this, you could just put a little flat spot on the bottom. If you want it to sit like this, you can just put a little flat spot there. Yeah, however you want to do it is fine. It's kind of interesting like this. What do you think about that? The egg, like if I make a little crack here, I'm going to wait till it's a little hard and then I'll kind of cut out a piece, or I may even like rip it open. I don't know. But